those films. And all that remains now is for us to say thank you for watching.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much for watching. And, well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Dear petrolheads of the world, as I'm sure you understand, I just finished watching the last episode of Top Gear. Season 22, that is. Though I might just have to admit that it was harder to watch than I thought it would be, I do think that Top Gear in the BBC franchise does have a future, and even a bright one at that. Because, sure, these three guys have basically been Top Gear for a lot of years now. And I mean, I've watched all of the episodes at least once, probably most of them twice or 3 times, and it strikes me that this was never really about those 3 guys. It was about 3 friends who just happened to love cars and had a blast around cars. They had so many good times involving cars because they loved cars and they probably love each other as well. And I think that if the BBC manages to find 3 presenters that manages to become very good friends until the shooting of the next season starts, they might have a shot. I mean, I don't know much about Chris Evans. He seems like a guy that's fairly funny. He seems like a guy that loves cars. I've read about his vintage collection of cars. That sounds really promising. What a lot of you are missing when you say that Top Gear is dead, that Top Gear died when they sacked Clarkson for punching this guy, his colleague. You're missing that the BBC still has some of the best producers in the world. They have lots of experience, they have a lot of good writers, they have an enormous budget, and most of all, they have a name to live up to. This is Top Gear. And I think that a lot of people in the BBC are saying Top Gear can't fail. They won't allow it to fail. So I think that season 23 might be just crazy. Top Gear for me has never been about having the same concept over and over again. It's been more of pushing the limits and passing the barriers of what we think is motoring show. I mean, when they shoot the Reliant Robin, they try to shoot it up in space. They convert a caravan into an airship. They take cars to the North Pole. They take cars through deserts that no one has ever crossed in cars. They take crappy cars through desert. Today's Top Gear top tip: don't rule them out yet. The BBC might just pull this through.